Our memory is totally unreliable. Researchers say that we lose about 90% of what it is that we learn. Imagine getting like a little inflatable pool, filling it up in your backyard for your kids to play in with buckets, and then all of a sudden, all of it just totally comes out the bottom. That happened to me this morning as I was allowing my kids to play outside. My hose had a crack in it. And so I'm filling the pool up and it's just slowly leaking at the bottom. And after my frustration, I started to think that that actually relates to the way that we learn. Have you ever attended a conference or read a book or taken a course and you're real pumped up, you're learning a lot of information, and then shortly after it, you don't even remember what you learned? And before you know it, you're reading another personal development book or taking another business conference or taking another course or whatever it may be to regain what it was that you lost. And then you lose that just as well. That can be one of the most frustrating aspects about learning. And so today I want to share a few strategies that you can incorporate so that you're able to maintain what it is that you learn. Now, as a coach, I absolutely love teaching, but it breaks my heart that people walk away from my lessons, from my courses, from my master classes, from my books, and don't actually remember what it was that I taught. And that's why I'm so passionate about being able to share these strategies with you today. So first thing I'm going to ask you to do is pull out a notepad so that you can take a couple notes. That way the information sticks, you're able to retain it more, and you're able to actually apply what it is that I'm getting ready to teach you today. The first way to retain what it is that you're learning is to teach it. Research says that we can retain 90% more information if we teach it to other people. Now, here's the cool thing. You don't got to have some special certification or a teaching degree or anything like that. But the way our brain works is that when we reenact it, when we teach it, it really cements in our mind and it helps us to retain it a lot better. So if you just taken a course or you just read a really awesome book or you just went to an amazing life-changing conference, share it with somebody who you know could be blessed by that information as well. It could be your kids, it could be your spouse, it could be a parent, it could be a friend, it could be a stranger. But teach the information that you're learning in order for you to retain it. One of the greatest things that you can also do to retain the information that you're learning is apply it. When you actually apply what you're learning, it creates new neural pathways to your brain, really helping it to ferment or cement into your brain. And here's the thing, don't wait days or months or even weeks or anything like that to apply what you're learning because you're likely to keep forgetting it. But if you take the information and you apply it right away, then it helps it to really stick. So maybe even after today's video, you can call one of your best friends and let them know, hey, I just learned some new strategies for us to maintain new information that we're learning. Or maybe you teach it to your children so that when they go to school, they're maintaining it. But take what you learn and apply it right away. This is another awesome strategy to make sure that the information maintains being stuck in your brain for the better. A third strategy is to relate what you're learning to something you already know or something that's familiar or related. The reality is what you already know that's already in your brain, that's already familiar, is easy to gain, it's easy to grab, it's easy to retain. And so if you associate something new that you're learning with something you've already cemented in your brain, then it creates a connection that helps you to maintain that information a lot longer. Overall, prior information is easily accessible, and so you can recall the new information if you attach it to that as well. So today, if you're learning this, but you also maybe learned something similar in grade school or at a conference, how can you connect the two so that it really cements in your brain as well? Finally, the fourth strategy, if you notice, I said it first thing today, I said pull out something to write. Here's the thing, a lot of us in today's day and age, we like to type, we like to talk to text, but research has shown that writing is a lot better to help you maintain what it is that you're learning. Think about it. When you write, you have to fully engage your brain to write it because you have to think about it, you got to physically write it, and writing takes a little bit longer than talk to text or typing. And so when you write, it allows you to engage your brain, which allows you to take that learning to a new level, to a new height, so that you're actually maintaining it. And so one of the things that I always tell my clients when I'm teaching a class, when I'm teaching at a conference, or even in a book, I tell them to highlight or to write things out. Or that's a lot of times why I attach workbooks to what I do, because I want what I'm teaching to really be retained for my clients. Here's the thing. I don't teach just for the sake of teaching. I teach because I want people to be armed with new knowledge. I call myself a nerd, but what I'd like to really replace that with is I'm just a lifelong learner and somebody who's really passionate about learning. But if I could be honest, learning wasn't always easy for me. It wasn't until I started learning strategies similar to this that I was able to learn information, apply it, and actually begin to change my life. So that's what I desire for you as well. And that's why I share these strategies. So I'm going to challenge you to take it one step further. Don't just watch this video and check it off a list. Don't watch this video and just walk away from it and act like it never happened. But watch this video and I want you to determine what you can do moving forward, what you can apply moving forward so that when you're attending, conferences, when you're taking classes, and when you're reading books, it's not in vain, but that you're actually changing your life at the same time as well. Until next time, I will chat with you guys later.